What is up, y'all? Back again. Today we will be reviewing my wife's 2004 Chevy Tahoe Lt Z71. So first thing you guys probably notice off the bat is there's a lot of color matching going on. So as y'all can tell, we have the bow tie color matched, we have the grill color matched, as long as the grill bezel is color matched. As y'all can tell down here, lower valence is color matched. I know sometimes that comes chrome. Other thing you guys probably noticed, the mirror caps color matched, and also we'll come over here real quick. The Z71 badge is also color matched, or it's black with the silver accents, which kind of ties in well with the wheels. So dropping down to the wheels, actually, as you can tell, we have a little bit of a different setup here. We have wheels off of a 2020 Denali, so it's the Bridgestone ATs, as well as 22-inch GMC Denali wheels, which definitely freshen up the look, make it look a lot better in my opinion, but not too much. So when we bought this vehicle, it was actually lowered in the back, so we did change that back to stock height. I know there might be a lot of people that don't like that, but we do a little bit of towing here, and we also carry a lot of stuff inside, so it just makes it kind of more functional with that. But the lowered look was kind of cool. But yep, as you wrap around here, so this does come equipped with the 5.3 V8. In stock, it's 295 horsepower, but this vehicle is dyno tuned. So it does have, the guy told me, 320 horse to the wheels on 93 fuel. So we'll get to that here soon. Give you guys a little walk around. So as you can see, it actually is pretty clean. It is the black. We do have the little stubby antenna. Makes it look a lot better than the big ones. So as y'all can tell, it is not in perfect condition. We do have a little bit of rust here. Although there is no rust under the doors, as like a lot of the GMs of these years. So the final thing you guys probably noticed right here is we do have some aftermarket headlights. So the bottom is black with LED lights in there. We'll give you a review on those soon. And then also the top does have the projector bulb as well as the halogen high beam. So definitely freshens up the look and makes it look a lot better than a stock. But anyways, I'll show you the inside of the motor. Okay, we're in here. So first thing you guys tell right off the bat, we do have an intake. It's actually a pretty big intake, as you can see in my hand. I have a pretty big hand and it barely fits around it. So it gives it a lot more air there. And as the other thing you guys can tell is right here, we do have, I believe this is 0 gauge wire. So the guy that had it was going to do a car audio build. So one of the first thing you guys do, if you guys know anything about car audio, is you get the big power wire jumper right here. Connect those together, and it gives you a lot more amperage going through in volts. Other than that, it's pretty much stock up here. The guy did tell me though, this is the 5.3, and it does have a little bit built internals. I forget exactly what he said. It's nothing too major though. There's no cam, nothing like that, but he did say the motor was rebuilt with a little bit upgraded parts. So we got that, and so we'll give you one final look right here. And let's get this some interior footage. Okay, y'all, hopping back inside the vehicle now. First thing you guys can tell right here is this does have the Cadillac Escalade backing right here. So it does look a heck of a lot better than the factory Tahoe one. It does have the 4x4 logo there, and it just looks really clean in my opinion. Second thing you guys can see is this one is the LT, so it does have the steering wheel controls, which for 04 having that is extremely nice to have. Makes it a lot easier, and there is a Pioneer radio installed, and when you get the Pioneer radio installed, you can do the cheap option and just throw the radio in and you lose your steering wheel controls, or you spend the extra money, you put the module in there and you can have all your steering wheel controls work, which luckily the guy did. So we contain all functionality of every button and switch in here. Other thing you guys can tell is we do have the dual climate control. So when you turn it on, you have the dial here and the dial here that adjusts the temperature for both passenger and driver. Up here, again, we have all LEDs all around, as you can tell, which makes it really bright at night. But we do have the climate control for the rear as well right here. There's also back there, I'll show you in a second. We have the garage door opener so you can control those. This one also has a sunroof, which as y'all can tell, it is a little bit rusty, but it's no big deal. But yep, you just click that button right there and you got the sunroof open, which is amazing for down here in Florida. You also have the microphone right there, as you can tell, so you can talk to people through that microphone. Makes it amazing. So as y'all can tell, this is a 4-wheel drive, so you do have the auto 4-wheel drive, 2, 4 high and 4 low. They all work perfectly. Only had to use it one time and worked out good. Here, as you can tell, we have automatic lights, so no need to turn them on, do all that. You just keep it in auto and they turn on pretty well. We got the rear windshield wiper here, and we also have the fog light control. As you can see here, we have all the window controls, all that, and this has dual heated seats. You can also adjust the foot pedals, as you can see. But yep, so what's amazing about these older vehicles is they have a lot of storage. So wallets fit perfect in here, and then any miscellaneous stuff goes in there. This one came equipped with the dual USB right there, which is a lot better than the cigarette lighter port. And then you do have a cigarette lighter port right there though. And then a little cubby for anything. So as you can tell, it is all fully leather. It's the beige, I believe, or tan. Sorry, it is a little messy, and we do got the car seats in here, but the leather is actually in pretty decent condition. As you can see right here, usually has a lot of rips and tears, but it actually doesn't, which is pretty amazing. Other thing y'all notice is this does have the power seats, which they all do work. It's the dual, so on the other side it has it as well. It does have the deep center console. It is a little messy in there, but then cup holders there. We'll go along to the back. So as y'all can tell, it is leather back here as well. Got the seat covers, and as you can see right here, this does have the AC control back here as well, so you can adjust that from back here. As well as you can see right here, we do have the rear entertainment center. So you put that down, kids back here can watch a movie. You can put in a DVD, as well as if you have a PlayStation, Xbox, Wii, anything of that sort, so you can just plug it in from right there. And it works, so you can adjust the volume, put in headphones there, which is amazing to have. Other thing, pull this down right here, you have 2 cup holders. So in total in the back, there are 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So there's 4 cup holders in the back, 2 in the front, which is pretty good. That's a pretty decent amount, I would say. These seats, she does have the seat covers on there, but we'll pull that up. If you just pull that up, you can actually, you have a lot of room under there. So the carpet was taken out by the previous owner because he was going to do an audio system, so he was going to insulate the back, but he never got to it. So yes. And then hopping in the back here, as you can see, if the car seats weren't there, there is a decent amount of room. Again, not as much as the Expedition Max, but it is okay. And then sitting over here, I am 6 foot, and I do feel like I have plenty of room when I'm sitting in there. I don't feel too tight, but I also don't feel super open, so it's just a good amount of room. So yep. Oh, and there's also AC vents there. There's 2 in the back right there, and then 1 and 1 in the way back. So we'll get to the trunk. So as we open this up, as you can see, she does have one 12-inch ported Rockford Fosgate sub. It's actually the powered amp and powered sub, so the amp is actually built into the box. So it's really easy, nice plug and play system. Sounds good. Not too much, but just enough to get some thump. But as you can tell though, with this being the Tahoe and not the Suburban, there's not a lot of space. There's an okay amount, but of course the Suburban would have more. But that's just one of those things. Yeah, but you do have 3-row seating. Now as y'all can tell right here, there is a backup camera, which they did not have that in 2004, but luckily the previous owner, when he installed the Pioneer head unit, got that as well, which is really nice to have if you haven't had one. We also do have the trailer hitch back here, so we can tow anything. I think we did tow an enclosed trailer, and it actually towed super well. But yep, that's pretty much it for the interior. Let's get some exhaust clips, and then we'll see how it drives. So as y'all can tell, it does have the Flowmaster dual exhaust coming out the bottom. Let's see if we can see it. So it comes right out under there. It actually sounds pretty good. It's not too loud, but not too quiet. When you get on it, it has a little rumble, but at idle, it is pretty quiet. So, yep, let's get to some inside footage. Okay, y'all, we're back inside now. We're just kind of cruising down the road. Now, a couple things I want to point out. This vehicle does drive extremely smooth compared to a lot of other vehicles, but this is a torsion bar front suspension. So if you have the torsion bars cranked down, it does ride a little bit rough, but this one actually has them not, torsion bars are not cranked that much at all, so it rides super smooth, also it being independent front suspension. So yeah, it does ride very smooth. It's like we're on a cloud. Now, one thing we do want to point out though is it does need an alignment pretty bad. So it doesn't drive as straight as it could, but we also haven't had it aligned. So yeah, other than that, I do feel like the power is there. With it being tuned, when you're going like 40 and you kind of need to get on it a little bit, but not too much, it does manage to just shift immediately. Like, I'll see if you guys can tell here. So you just, right when you step on the throttle, it just is immediately shifting. It's not like with the stock tune, it's kind of delayed. But this one actually just kind of goes perfectly. The other thing you guys might notice is the gas gauge does not work, sadly. It just kind of moves everywhere. So we just reset the trip monitor every time we fill up, and we know we can get it to around 250 before we really have to fill up. So that is one downside, but other than that, it's all right. But anyways, that's it for the inside. Let's get a 0 to 60 and then we'll close out. Okay, and here's a little 0 to 60. We are in 87 fuel, so it's not going to be full, but here we go. Okay, y'all, now we'll about wrap up the 2004 Chevy Tahoe review. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and also stay tuned. We do have another part of the build series of the 08 GMC Sierra coming soon, so stay tuned. Thank y'all.